nothing against you.
Good. I'm glad
You get emotional in conversation, something like that. Believe me, when I go from here, or even after that, I don't have nothing in my heart.
That's good.
No one. I wish for you guidance. Yeah. I wish for may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide you, guide him, guide us. And I'm sure 100% you wish for me guidance as well.
Yes, amen.
In the end, whatever I said, even I would say to you, I apologize if I offend you.
That's very mature of you. Very mature of you.
I apologize. Sometimes I get emotional. Okay, but wallahi, never is from my heart. Never insult even a single word.
I appreciate that.
And what his name? Like what I told you, the main objective is I want guidance for you, and I'm sure you're working hard as well to give me guidance.
Man. You're right.
And that's it.
It's always a
no.
No worries, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, take care. You too.
This is a good mic. Is yours?
Yeah. One of them is.
No, this one, the DJ.
Yeah, that's one. This is mine. Yeah,
Good
indeed.
quality?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's a good mic.
And how long stay? How many hours?
Like 6-7 hours. It lasts the whole day. Like, yeah. All the day it's going to last the whole day.
I saw you did a reaction video with JC.
Yes, I did, yes.
What was that again? I forgot now.
It was about the idea that Mark 14 verse 8 in the anointed is in some way related to someone's body parts, the sexual body parts.
Oh, yeah, well, did you just talk about that with Sammy?
Well, not specifically that, but I just wanted to say no hard feelings. In other words, I'm not attacking him personally. I just wanted to say that.
I think he sort of just hinted at it, or he said private parts, didn't he? So
yeah, he did. Like Sammy did. Like Sammy was like, "This is talking about private parts."
I think it's because Islamically, any physical contact between men and women is construed as being potentially sexual.
Right.
So for Mary Magdalene to even touch Jesus would be like horror of horrors. A woman's touched
but I mean, like the problem with that is. We know that's not how the world is.
I know.
You know, right? I work with people and I shake their hands.
Yeah.
I have never in my life ever thought anything sexual of it or even intimate of it. You know what I mean? It's just a formality.
Yeah.
You know.
But they sort of see it as like a semi-sexual massage or something.
Yeah. Well,
which
it's odd. It's very odd.
I mean, that's what a lot of people read into sort of the character of Mary Magdalene, because the Gnostics believe that her and Jesus had sex.
And she was a prostitute.
Yeah. I mean, actually, it doesn't say that. Specifically say that she was a prostitute, but most people interpret the Gospels as saying
it's a popular sort of popular view.
Yeah, it was a Catholic Pope that actually first said.
Oh, really? Interesting. How's everything with you?
I'm okay.
Yeah, doing all right. Are you still in the Dean?
One foot in, one foot out.
Well, just gotta get that foot out.
Well, you would say that as a Christian, but
I would, Well, I mean, to be fair, I think a lot of people, regardless atheists, Jews, all sorts of people would probably tell you that. But as a Christian, yes, I would also want you to put both feet into Christianity.
Whether you're atheist, Jewish.
It definitely seems that way, and I would encourage you to wonder why that is.
Well, it's a good question. I mean, either we're right or we're wrong.
It's true.
True. But yeah, have a lovely day here, as always. You're always welcome to join us afterwards for a meal.
Thanks.
We'll always have that as a thing for you.
I mean, you're a gentleman, but Bob is just obnoxious. I can't stand
it. You don't do yourself any favours. That's the problem. Like, I've watched these interactions, and I'm,
Well, Bob always starts insulting me like he doesn't.
Well, you see, the problem is you're in a difficult position because you went into something, you heckled, fair enough. You then said to him on camera, "No, I now denounce that." You then went back into it and then resumed it. So from his perspective, and probably from other people's perspective, it calls into question character. Do you understand what I mean?
Right.
Because it would be a bit like if I was a Christian, then I wasn't a Christian, then I was a Christian, and now because it's hard to say to someone, personally, I'm sorry I did this, and then you come back later and then you resume it. Do you understand that it's hard for people to see?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So I think Bob just attacks the man rather than attack the argument.
I would agree that he sometimes does do both. I think he will say things that are basically just saying, "Look, you're being an idiot."
But
you know,
I mean, he tried to insinuate that Ali Dawah was telling me what to say. He tried to say that I only became a Muslim because I wanted a wife, which was part of the reason I became a Muslim.
I mean, but that's the point. You kind of agreed with it, and you even went further than it. That's the thing. I don't know, man. Like, I'm always going to be for you in that I want the best for you. But even as a Muslim, what you're doing now, I don't know. I don't know what your end goal is in that. Like, it doesn't seem to come off well.
I mean, I'm trying to figure these things out myself. So I'm kind of. It's sort of like verbal diarrhea.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, but I guess why? I mean, as a Christian, I don't mind you ever doing it. You can come on camera whenever. I just don't understand why you desire to if you're still figuring things out. Like, wouldn't you just be like, actually, I don't know.
Well, because there's a great saying I heard, which is that the mark of an educated person is to be able to argue both sides of an argument. So, in other words, you should be able to argue from the point of view of a Muslim apologist, for example.
Yeah, I believe I can do.
Yeah.
Although it's been a while since I tried.
While not actually accepting those views. Personally.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I'm doing on camera. I'm playing devil's advocate.
Well, the problem with that is, you can tell in your tone of voice and how you conduct yourself, you are actually trying to defend something. As in, you're not doing it because otherwise you would simply say, not that I hold this view, I'm just being devil's advocate, but what about this? Right. But you're not. You're saying. You can tell in the way you're phrasing things and perhaps your body language, but that's not what you're doing.
Yeah.
That's the problem, and that's why.
It's called good acting.
Well, I don't know, man. You know what? It's up to you. I'm not going to tell you what to do. You can do whatever you want.
No, like I said, I don't hold to either the Muslim or the Christian perspective. I mean, I'm just literally.
Good to see you, brother. Wait, when you I thought you were going for handshake. Yeah. Good to see you, man. Oh.
Luca, good to see you.
Good to see you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind admitting that to you on camera. Like, literally, you are filming, aren't you?
Am I? Oh, he probably is. Am I? Oh, yeah, he probably is. Sorry. I basically just go and do something, and people sometimes record me now at this point.
Yeah, well, technically you're not meant to film in the park without permission.
Really?
Yeah.
Sort of, yeah. But, basically it's because the park is private land, technically.
Yeah.
But it's also public because it's practicality. It's used by the public. Right. So it's a very difficult, because the law normally is if you're in a public place, you can record whatever you want. Yeah. You don't need permission. But because technically someone owns this, if they ever came forward and went, you can't do that, then we would actually be in trouble. But pragmatically speaking, that's not going to happen. So yeah, it's a weird thing. Yeah. But anyway, man, as always, I wish the best for you, and I will speak to you again someday. Okay. Probably next week. All right, take care, Luca.